Good morning everyone. Well, welcome back to the Sugar and Crumbs kitchen. Well, it's Simon and I in the kitchen. Hi Simon.
Hi everyone.
So Simon, you told me you was in a chatty mood yesterday. Are you in one today?
No, yes.
Well, you got lots of good compliments yesterday.
Oh,
Everybody
good.
was saying thank you to you, which is great.
Ah.
So you're a week into this now, aren't you? So you did last week, week 2. How are you doing? How are you feeling?
Yes, it's great, Carol. Yes.
Great. Right, so can we remember to follow me around the kitchen then on the cameras?
Remember to. It's not that I forgot. Can you remember to slow down a bit?
Okay, then. I will
wait for the cameras to keep up.
So for you guys who are just joining us here at Sugar and Crumbs, Simon and I are just chatting about, because yesterday he was going, oh my goodness, Carol, you was here, there, everywhere, just couldn't keep up on the cameras. So while the audience is growing, and Simon is just having a look to see how many is joining us at the moment, but basically what we're going to talk about is Blossom sugar art cutters and how to use them. They're fabulous cutters. They come in lots of little sets. Now you can, let me just see someone, you on the overhead there?
Can be.
You can be?
Can be, there we go.
So you can buy the sets just as a mould and one cutter, but I like to sell them in the multi-sets. Now some of the multi-sets have got more cutters than the other ones, like this one here. This one is Blossom, and this has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cutters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cutters. Yet that one has only got 2 cutters. This one has 3, but I pinched one out of it. This one has 1. And that one has 1 as well. This one has 3. And it goes on, okay? So we're going to use these today, but one of the sets I do recommend is the Studio Creator set, which is this one. So this one here is, it's called Blossom Creative Studio, okay? And this one's got a nice little starter set in as well. So in here you get 15 cutters. And where's the other mould? Just 1 second. You get, where is it? Where's he gone? Where's he gone? I was used it before. Sorry if you can hear my doggies in the background. There it is there. There you go. Yeah. So it is daytime TV here. So I have a doggy walker who comes. I'm not posh or anything. Basically, he's just an old friend. And he's in his 60s and he just loves the dogs. And he's been walking them for the last 10 years and they get ever so excited because they know they're going for a walk. And he brings them a whole load of treats. So maybe we should shut the door because Chip seems, Michael's shouting out now. Chip is screaming his head off. So which camera was we on then while I was chatting away looking at that?
You're on both. You're on the front at the moment.
Yeah, great. So are you looking forward to using these? Who's got these? Because we have had the lady Louisa who owns this company. She came up and did a live for us about 18 months ago and she was really nervous. She's an Australian lady and she's not actually a cake decorator. And then I said to her, oh, you come and do a live, Louisa, show us. And you know, she did a great live, which was good. So that just shows you how easy they are. So we're going to try a few things today, play with them. And then I've got a little dummy cake here. Just a little dummy cake. Excuse the board. Basically, it's a board that's being reused. It's got a dummy cake on it, but this is just what we're going to play with. So, Simon, how are we doing then? Are we loading up with a nice audience?
We're doing great. Well, I'm looking at YouTube at the moment. Yeah, we've got people on there.
Yeah. So hello, YouTubers as well. Thank you for joining us. Don't know what went wrong, what went on yesterday, but suddenly we jumped up to a massive crowd on YouTube. So we were quite pleased with that. I need to open that door again now, Simon. I'm having a hot one for a moment. So while Simon is deciding which camera we're on, because as you know, multitasking is not his skill, I actually don't know which camera am I on. Am I facing you guys?
Yeah.
Because I could have been here. Because what you can see... I
thought you said I was doing all right with that.
What you can see is here or down here, but all I can see is Simon looking at his phone. Right, okay then. So what we're going to do is we're going to play with some of these out of here. And I'll just show you some of the flowers that we've been creating this morning. On the overhead, Simon, please.
Okay.
Yeah, so these are some of these. If anybody wants to know what this is a foam tray and it's a flower forming tray. We sell them in pink. We used to sell them in white, but I've decided pink is our colour, so we're going to only sell pink ones from now. This is the large one. And then, of course, you can have the small one as well. So we sell them small ones. They're ideal. Of course, if we go back to the front camera, Simon.
Yeah.
So, of course, if you want to store them in little fruit boxes. So if you've got, you know, in those fruit trays that you get, or egg boxes, some people store them in egg boxes. Now the only thing with storing them in egg boxes, do make sure that they are clean. You don't want anything that's had a cracked egg in or anything like that. So if you are going to store them in there, all these flowers you make, and you can prepare well in advance as well. So if you've got a cake that you want to decorate, you can make these weeks before. The best way to store them is to store them in a cardboard container, okay? Don't store them in anything plastic, because as soon as you put them in plastic, they'll go very soft. So make sure they're in a cardboard container. So the paste that we're going to use today, we're going to use our own sugar paste. When I say our own sugar paste, we're just going to use normal sugar paste. And we're going to use Renshaw flour and modelling paste, and I haven't brought Squires with me, but Squires is just as good. So we'll talk about the different pastes and the different mediums. We'll talk about how you can make your sugar paste into flour modelling paste. And am I going to wire any flowers today? No, but you can wire some of them, right? Okay, so Simon, you looked at me there. That question popped up, had it?
No.
You were just wondering what I meant.
I was just
going to wire them.
No, I just wondered what your answer was going to be.
Ah, right. Okay, no problems. Right, okay. So anybody new to the Sugar and Crumbs kitchen, I'm Carol McFarland. I actually own the Sugar and Crumbs company. I'll just let you know, I do get very hot and bothered. I am an older lady going through the change of life, and I can feel a hot flush coming on now. So if you see me wipe my face or my nose, it's not because I'm poorly. It really is because I'm just hot and bothered. And anything that's being produced in the kitchen isn't going to anybody anyhow. I do have a cloth there, and I do have some hand sanitizers there, so don't worry about anything. And while we're talking about that, I'm just going to wipe my face now, so you don't mind. Right, hand sanitizer out. So is there any questions popping up so far, Simon?
No questions at the moment.
Right, okay. So I'm just...
Right, Karen saying, tell me if these lives are being pinned to your page or on YouTube to watch later. Yes, they will be on both the page and the YouTube to watch later.
I've noticed quite a few lot ask that question. Okay, so each live, when it's finished, we'll...
You're on this one, Carol.
So each live, I'm going to poke him after.
I'll just put it on that one so people could see the things while you were wiping your face. Because you didn't want to see you wiping your face and hands and face, did they?
So each live, after we've finished a live, I actually pin it to the top of our page. Now when I say to the top of our page, when you're looking at on your iPhone, you'll come down, it'll have our banner, and then it'll say videos, photos, and then it'll show you other things on our page. But eventually the first post you should come to is the last Facebook Live. So if you're looking now, yesterday morning's Facebook Live is actually pinned to the top. But when I finish this live, this one will pin it to the top, unless Laura is in watching. And I think Laura is watching. So if you do get any answers from Sugar and Crumbs, it will be Laura watching, and she can pin it to the top now. But it'll only be pinned there until tomorrow night. Now normally they're there 3 or 4 days, because we do our lives on a Monday night and a Thursday night. But because we're now trying to do something every day for you guys, they only get sort of 24 hours. I don't pin the flashbacks. I just leave those. Those run at 2 o'clock. But if you also go to our page and go to videos, you actually see everything there. And if you go to YouTube, which I was asking you yesterday, if you go and subscribe to YouTube, now I know some of you didn't like that idea, but I really do need some of you to go over there. Now I'm not asking you to watch over there, but that's where our whole library is of videos. So if you go over there and subscribe, it's completely free. It doesn't cost you anything. All you got to do is pop in your email address. But what I would like you to do is give me some thumbs up on those lives, have a little look at them. And it's a good place to go back for reference as well. And it takes you right back to the beginning. And it also shows you all the 1-minute videos as well. Because we used to make loads of 1-minute videos. Now we haven't done any 1-minute videos for a while because of the virus going on at the moment. And we have to keep our social distancing, which is why Simon is over there and I am over here. And so he can't get close to me and video, okay? So anyhow, while the audience here, just wanted to talk to you about Evil Cake Genius. So, Evil Cake Genius, Little Rolly. I think now, it may well have been about January or February, somebody asked me if I was going to stock it. And I contacted Brian at Evil Cake Genius and I put in a big order. I committed myself to that order and I've actually paid for that order. That order was paid for just over 2 weeks ago. because Brian has confirmed that the order is ready. Now there is a delay, and part of that delay is that China, which is where the manufactured, was closed down. So everything was closed down, and therefore the manufacturing of them got closed down. China is reopened, so everything is all finished, and Evil Cake Genius have been told now that they're ready to dispatch. So I am now at ready to dispatch. I check my tracking every day, but they haven't been dispatched yet. So I know lots of you have paid £5, but when you think that I've ordered 1,200 at full price, just think how much I've paid. So don't worry, your £5 is completely safe. I'm not going anywhere with it, it's safe, okay? That is your £5 deposit, but I have paid for everything full, and it's all sat there waiting to be dispatched. I keep checking DHL, is it DHL? I think it is. I keep checking it each day, and I'm just waiting. I will be the first one in the UK to get them. In fact, as far as I'm aware, I'm the only one who's getting them at the moment. So when they come in, they come in. I have sold 900 of them, so there's 300 to go if anybody wants to buy any. And if you want to buy them, you have to follow the link in the group. I've not actually made them available on the page yet. Now the reason I've not made them available, no, I don't mean the page, on the website, I've not made them available on the website because lots of people just add to basket. They don't actually read the instructions. And I don't want them adding onto basket and adding other things to the shopping basket, and we can't dispatch. I can't dispatch until the whole order is complete. So if you are going to order, just please only order the rolly, okay? Now it does say that at the moment we haven't got the click and collect option on because we can't have anybody come to the warehouse, so you are going to be charged postage. So just pay for the postage and we can sort it out at the end. Okay, so don't worry about it. We're going to sort it out. It's going to be an absolute nightmare for Laura and I to sort this all out, because by the time I've phoned you all and sorted out what else you want to your shopping basket, so we're going to need the balance of the payment, and some of you are going to want the balance, pay the balance, and that's it. That's all you're going to want. So those orders will be easy to process. The other ones are the ones who are going to want to take it over free delivery. So let me explain about the little rolly. The little rolly is a little rolling pin, and it comes with three foam rolly things on it. So I'm not selling them as a single set. I'm actually selling them as a double set. Now the reason I've chosen to sell them as a double set is they're coming in from America, and they've been specially made, or they should come from America. So they've been made in China, they're going to Evil Cake Genius, and then they're coming to us. And I just thought the whole process and the shipping and the custom charges and everything else, and when you come to want refills, you know, you've got to go through the whole process again, and I'll have to go through it. So I'm actually selling them in sets of 2, which is the rolly, and you get 3 little foam rollies with it. And I was going to sell you the refill set, but I've got to be honest, it wasn't much more to buy another set, and I thought it would actually be excellent to give you 2 sets together. So that means you're going to get 6 of the foam rolly bits and you're going to get 2 handles. So now you're not getting a refill set, you're getting the full set, which I think is better. So if you've used one on one cake, or you've used another, or I don't know, maybe the handle could snap, I don't know, I haven't used one myself, but you know, things can happen. So rather than have to go to America and get another one, we've already got them there. So that's what we've agreed. So hopefully that explains everything. Now
could we ask what it is, Carol, that you're talking about for
for
the benefit of people who don't know?
Well, this is for all the benefit of the people who do know. So all those who do know, start putting your thumbs up now, because you do know.
It's not just me.
900
Alison Randall's asking what it is that you're talking about.
Well, it's called a little rolly, and it's from Evil Cake Genius, and I haven't used it, okay? I've never used it. All I've seen is the video, like you guys, but you've all gone bonkers for it. So I'm almost sure I'm going to be given the challenge to use it as well. But basically, it's like a little rolling pin, and you're going to roll around your cake. So when you put all your buttercream on, or your Swiss meringue buttercream on, you're going to roll it round. It's going to make it nice and smooth. So it's called a little rolly, okay? So if you can just imagine a rolling pin, big one. This is a little tiny one. Apparently it's made with food. It's made with food safe materials, and you can just roll and get a really nice smooth coat. So it's going to be a very interesting time when you all get them, because there's going to be those of you who are going to love it, there's going to be those of you who are going to hate it, and I'm sure I'm going to be given the challenge of showing you how to use it. So I'm going to be studying the video as well. So if you Google little rolly, there you go, and it's Lil, L-I-L, little apostrophe thing, and then rolly. So hopefully that's explained it, but hopefully there's lots of people putting their thumbs up there that they know what I'm talking about. I'm sure we haven't got an audience of 900 either.
A lot of thumbs up.
So lots of people are very excited, but they have been waiting a long time. But you have only paid a £5 deposit. It's not worth me running the country for £5. Believe me, I'd like to run off with a lot more. But I have paid in full. It's all paid. It's not on account.
You heard it here.
Hey, they've heard it
when
here.
you pay more, she'll run off.
Give me 5 million, I might do a runner. No, it's just sometimes people get very stressed and think I'm holding their money, and I get emails and, you know, I've not had it yet, and it just becomes very stressful my end, you know, like, you know, well, I'm trying to keep you updated, and they should have been here the end of March. They should have been here, but we all know that the world is not normal at the moment. It's completely strange what's going on, and we've just got to wait. And then it doesn't help that we've got it. They've not even been shipped yet, so they're sat there at DHL waiting to be shipped. Apparently shipping out of China at the moment is very difficult, so I've just got to keep checking the tracking, and then when it is shipped, they've got to get here. They've then got to sit in customs, and then customs have got to decide how much they're going to charge me for them, and then they're going to come here, and then we're going to tell you how much we're going to charge you for them. So, because even we don't know the full price yet, because we don't know what the custom charges are. Yeah, and then we have to add VAT because we're a VAT registered company, and the list goes on. Yeah, so stay calm. You will all get your little rolly, hopefully in May.
Well, I'm excited about
it.
Are you
now. Excited?
Yeah.
I'm scared to death when we have to do the live.
I can't wait to see you use it, Carol.
No, I can just imagine 900 people in their kitchen with their little rolly and Carol McFarland this end of the camera.
You sold 900? Really?
Oh, dear,
that's brilliant, yeah.
We've got another 300 to sell. In fact, I won't release until the other 300 to sell, in case anyone gives a negative review. Bad, isn't it? No, I'm joking. Right, let's get on with this.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
The thing is, Carl, when you test them out, and you'll sell another 500 and...
Well, if we sell another 500, that's great. We can buy some more. But I'm actually getting mine before Brian. Brian's had his first lot, but he needs his. But I was having a conversation with him over the weekend, like, Brian, where are they? Where are they? And he's going, Carol, I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best to get them out. And he's actually had to pay the extra shipping cost, because shipping cost has actually gone up. And he gave me a quote, and he's actually honouring that quote, which is really very good of him. But the shipping costs at the moment are actually out the roof. They're crazy. So he said, look, I'm sending you yours before I even ask for mine as well. So because he knows that I've been waiting a lot, and he also knows you lot have been waiting as well, because I've told him. I keep getting emails. It's driving me mad. Send them, Brian. Right, so let's get on with this then. So any comments, Simon, about the little roll?
Get on with making the flowers, Carol.
Is that what they're saying? Is that you?
That's just me.
Right, so before we do the flowers, so do you remember yesterday? Well, I'm sure you can't not forget yesterday. So let's do the overhead, Simon.
I've forgotten yesterday. What happened yesterday?
Dust. So,
dust.
We were doing the dust yesterday. I've not cleaned up the kitchen yet. I actually had to run in this morning, tidy up. But I just wanted to show you something, and I've showed this in. Are we on the overhead?
Yeah, on the overhead. Yeah.
So I've showed this to people in when they've been here on classes, and they didn't realise. So you make all your mix, and then you go and wash it away and throw it. Well, if you leave it to dry, what do you think happens there then?
Oh, that looks good, doesn't it?
Doesn't it? So just leave it to dry overnight. All you got to do is brush it. And look at that. You've got it all back again to reuse. Put back in your tub.
And you can do that with yesterday's curry as well, can you, Carol?
Well, I haven't got yesterday's curry. I haven't tried it, Simon. Is that what you do? Or do you eat yours for breakfast? So this is the one that I did in the lid. This is the suntan. So look. So now it's all dried. Look how much of it comes back. So money saving here, girls. Look. Carol McFarland.
Looking after the pennies.
Looking after the pennies. So don't worry about your little rolly. You save your dust. So, and it does it with them all as well. Let's see what else. There we go. Let's just do a few of these. So even that little bit, look how little, can you see how little that is?
Yeah,
Right now? It's
yeah.
only a tiny bit. You think it's not worth saving, don't you? But look. Actually, maybe that one may not have been worth saving.
That's all filled up. It's gone in the brush, that.
I think it's gone in the brush.
Yeah.
I tell you the one that did go in the brush yesterday, and which I used the wrong brush to dust with. But I just tapped the brush this morning. Look how much I've saved.
Oh.
Look, I just kept tapping the brush. It'll all come off the brush. Just brush it all down. So there you go, no waste, girls.
Brilliant.
No waste.
Yeah.
Right, there we go. Let's get on with this then. Right, so
Back on here.
back on here. So for these flowers, you can use sugar paste and put some Tylo in, or CMC. CMC and Tylo is actually the same product. Some people call it CMC, some people call it Tylo. So you can put that in your sugar paste, and that's what we're going to do. Or you can use any of these mediums. Okay, so this is Renshaw flour and modelling paste. It comes in about 8 colours. We sell it in packs of 250. There's a pack on there. There's a little box of the modelling paste as well, where there's 5 100-gram packets in. So I think you get green, red, yellow, pink. I'm not sure if there's a white in there. There's possibly a white, or maybe you have to buy the white separate. But this pack is really very handy, because the problem with the modelling paste, and if we can just go to the overhead, Simon.
Yeah.
The problem with the modelling paste, when you get it, it's absolutely rock hard. And I mean rock hard. So when you open this, you do need to slice little bits off. Okay, slice little bits off and mould it gently, just nice little thin slithers. And it's just because it's set. Or you can cut a chunk off and just pop it in the microwave. So we're back on the front camera. Yeah. So we pop it in the microwave for 5 to 6, 7, 10 second blasts. Don't put it in for 30 seconds. So 5 seconds and maybe another 5 seconds. Or if you're going to put a big chunk in, do 10 seconds. But be careful, okay? Because when you put it in the microwave, obviously it's heating up. And I don't know whether you know how microwaves work, but it heats the centre before it heats the outside. So when you do go and open it to knead it, you could find it very gooey inside, and because it's sugar, it'll become very hot, so do be careful. But we're going to make our own today. You can also use Squire's flour and modelling paste as well, so it's called Squire's Florist Paste, so you can use those, but I thought I'd show you how to make your own. So here we are, we've got some sugar paste here. So this is just normal sugar paste that we coloured up before, and if you keep your sugar paste in a Ziploc bag, it will be fine. So I'm just going to get the scales out. Anyhow, they all got over the little rolly. Are you all excited? Simon's excited.
Yeah.
Right, scales. So for 250 grams, okay, I've got to be honest, I used to always put half a teaspoon in. Now I do know it's a teaspoon, but I always put half a teaspoon in. But anyhow, I went to good old Google today just to double check, and it does say a teaspoon. And I have been using a teaspoon, and I feel it's quite firm. So no wonder when you buy it in packets like that, it's rock hard. And you think it's gone off. It's amazing how many customers I'll get to write to me, and they've had Saraceno or Squire's paste the first time they've ever used it, or the Renshaw, and they message me and go, I've got this paste, but it's rock hard, I can't bend it. But you do have to melt it in the microwave, just little 5 second blasts. So let me just put 250 grams of this on here. Zero it first. So in fact, I'm going to do 125 grams because I don't need that much. Just to be precise.
Yes. Everyone's watching, seeing how precise you are, Carol.
I'll get the pink one out. We'll do the same as that 125 grams. So we're going to do half a teaspoon in these. Yep, there we go. Put that back in the bag. If you keep it in a Ziploc bag, it will stay nice and fresh, your sugar paste, okay? And make sure you get all your air out of it. So your sugar paste. And if you've got very old sugar paste and you don't want to use it for a cake, because I tend not to use it for a cake when it's old, I'll use it for a board. So don't throw it away, just use it for a board, okay, because nobody's going to eat the board, are they? So, or what to do is save all your old sugar paste and roll it all out on a big board and practice your sweet stamps, practice your flooding. So get yourself a nice 14-inch board, roll out all your old sugar paste on there, press in your sweet stamps, practice painting and practice your flooding. So never throw sugar paste away. You can always use it for something. So I'm just going to soften this up. And while I'm talking here to you, front on, I'll get Simon the opportunity to have a look at a few questions. Let us know how many people are watching. Don't forget about liking and sharing the live. So Simon, you don't need to worry about the cameras at the moment.
Okay.
Because I'm just going to chat away. I did say to you yesterday, we had 2 winners for the stencil yesterday. So congratulations for them. So that was Tracy Scrivens and that was Barbara Ann Ford, so well done. What's been bothering me lately is that quite a few people have won a few times. So it's not that I want to stop them winning, of course I want them to win. But I just feel that when I look at the shares, and look at seeing where they've been shared into, and you can see, you should be able to see yourself where they've been shared into. And a lot get shared into the group, my own group, which is great, but we share it into our groups, there's no point in doing that. It's nice to share it into other places, or share on your own page as well, or share on your own business page. What I do want to do is try and give everybody a chance of winning now and again. So I do see lots of names come up and they don't win. So I just want to give everybody a try. So Simon and I are going to have a chat about, what do you call it, Simon? That thing? Random, what's it called?
Yeah, we'll just use a random number generator.
Yeah, so we can use one of those.
So you're going to print out all the names on the
Yes,
list and
that's
number
it.
them, and then we'll use a random number
That's
generator.
right. So what we'll do then is, yes, we're going to print out all the names on the list, and then we're going to give each one a number, and then we'll do the number random whatever it's called, and then we're going to use that. Right, so I've moulded my pink here now. So because it's 125 grams, I'm just going to use half a teaspoon of Tylo, and Tylo and CMC are exactly the same product. So half a teaspoon. So you put it into the center, okay, don't put it on the edge. Now this is the tricky bit. You've got to fold in like a little sandwich. And then you've also, it's going to open. Can you see on the overhead? You see on the overhead there, Simon?
Yeah.
Let me move the scales out of the way.
I can see, Carol, but nobody else can.
No, well, they can see because I want them to see. So can you see now it's open? Look.
Yeah.
Little sandwich is open. So it's nice to do it over your board because you really do need to just keep moulding it in. Okay, and if your hands get sticky, which mine is, just grab a little bit of Trex, rub it on your hands, just a little bit of Trex. Just rub it in your hands, not only will it nicely condition your hands, and then just keep rolling it in. Just takes a little bit of time and it'll all come together, don't worry. So it's coming together now, there you go. Anything that you drop, just pick up. So it's on your workboard. Are we on the front camera, Simon? So it's on your workboard, and the workboard started off nice and clean. So as much as my kitchen looks as though Zabon's did it after yesterday's live, I have washed down here. So my board is nice and clean, and that's all you want to do. So if you pick anything up off your board, you know that your board is nice and clean, so there's nothing to worry about. My hands have been washed several times. I've had colour all over them this morning because I've had blue dye on them. So I used a bit of the colour mill to colour that one there blue. So we'll get them. So once you've moulded it all in, make sure, now don't stretch it. Well, you can't actually stretch it once you put this in. So look, once you put this in, you can't stretch it. So when it's sugar paste, you could stretch. Now you can't. So roll it all in.
And that was, what did you add to that?
So this was sugar paste, and we added Tylo.
Yeah.
And it's also, I sell it on my website. I sell Rainbow Dust Tylo, and I sell it in 50, 80 and 120 gram packs. But if you see CME, if you're buying from somewhere else, CMC, sorry, not CME, CMC, it's the same product. But hopefully you're buying from the Sugar and Crumbs shop. So talking about our shop, our website is sugarandcrumbs.co.uk. Please feel free to do all your shopping there. That's why I come and do these lives for you. So hopefully encourage you to buy things out of our shop. So there we go. So I'm just going to roll that in. So I feel now that this is all rolled in. Got to do it all again with the blue. But while we're doing the blue, it gives Simon the opportunity to ask some questions.
And say hello to people.
And say hello to people, Simon.
Yes, so we've got 200 now on the Facebook.
That's not bad, is it, for a Wednesday morning?
38 on
YouTube,
which generally tends to go up and
down. It went up yesterday. It went crazy
up,
yesterday,
yeah.
didn't it? So I know. So talking about YouTube, then let's talk about that. So some of you said, "Oh, you don't want to go to YouTube because you've missed the banter." That's right. You know, I'm not asking you to move to YouTube. What I'm trying to do.
Debbie Hargreaves is on there as well.
Yeah, she does watch there. Yes, she
as
does.
well.
As well, I know she's quite clever as our Debbie.
Yeah.
So the reason I like you to go to YouTube is that's a great place for reference. So there, if you ever go to our channel over there, you can find all the lives there, all the past lives, current lives, you can find everything. And you'll find it much easier there than on our Facebook page, because our Facebook page, the feed is going down all the time. So only the recent one is pinned to the top. So then you get yourself a Ziploc bag. And put that in there. And then we've got to do this again with the blue. When I had this kitchen designed, I should have had it designed so that I had an overhang here so I could sit down. So my back is broken today. So I've been working in the warehouse each night as well. So I've been taking the opportunity, like I've got to stay at home, and because I'm asthmatic as well, so I'm working from the Sugar and Crumbs kitchen, so I actually can't go into work where all my colleagues are, where all our employees are. So when I say all our employees, are not very many employees because we're on furlough, but we've got a few in, but I can't join them, and it's part of the reason why Laura's not here. So another half a teaspoon.
So, Carol, the Tylo, can you not use it without the Tylo?
They won't hold. You can do, but they won't stay as firm, your flowers.
They won't stay as flowers?
They won't stay as firm, Simon.
Oh, okay.
So they will stay as flowers, but they'll go soft a lot quicker, and we want to make them whole, because when we put them on this cake afterwards, we want to for them to stay hard and to stay firm. And these are all edible, by the way. Even though we put Tylo in, it's completely edible.
So, and for our US viewers, is fondant the same as sugar paste?
Oh yes, I know. I forget about the US viewers. Yes, do you know what, Simon? I need you to put this in your little book, because you could do with doing this. I could do with you doing me a little graphic, because you're good at these things, aren't you? And it's where we can tell people. So icing sugar in the US is confectioner's sugar, and somebody actually said it was granulated sugar, which that can't be right. So it's confectioner's sugar. Caster sugar is white granulated sugar in the US. Fondant is sugar paste is fondant in the US, and I don't know what they call Tylo, but flour modelling paste is called gum paste in the US. So when we use flour modelling paste or make flour modelling paste, it's called gum paste in the US.
Right.
And then it said flour, so self-raising flour is, what's the word? You have a word for it. Is it not all-purpose? You have a word for it. Oh, I can't think what it is.
We'll have to look.
It will come up.
Yes.
So I thought, you know what, I'll get Simon to do a graphic for it, and we could put it on the recipe website. So, and guys, you know, if you've got a recipe and it says plain flour, not so much for the breads, but if you're baking a cake or something and it says plain flour, self-raising flour, and you've only got plain, then you can add plain, and you've only got plain, you can add plain and add a baking agent. So you can add baking powder, yeah. And if you've only got, so if it says you need plain flour and you need baking powder, and you've got either of them, just take them out and use self-raising flour. It will work. Right, okay, so that's the blue moulded in. Right, let's get these little cutters. Let's play with these. So I'm just going to wipe this because I've got little blue.
Plain flour is all-purpose in the US.
Is all-purpose in the US,
yes.
Is it? Right, yes. And what's the self-raising? What do they call self-raising?
Oh, I don't know.
And I saw one for cream as well. So they call their cream, like we call it double cream, whipping cream. It's like when I went to Australia to visit my daughter as well. they had all different terminologies for stuff. Right, okay. So let's get another little bag. Now these moulds here, they don't actually do any for leaves, which I need to speak to Louisa actually and get her to create a leaf one, because I think that would be quite nice to go with the set. So when you put these in little bags, you can save these for a long time, and I've made far too much. So make sure that you label them. So make sure that you label them what it is that you've made, and they put the date on, because the last thing you want to do is be pulling this out of the bag at a later date and forgetting it and thinking it's sugar paste. So do make sure you've labelled it.
So how long will they last in the bag?
It'll last for a long time in the bag. It'll go rock hard. It'll go rock hard like this.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you just have to start breaking it off and melt it in the microwave. But we're still going to use it. We're going to use it today. Now, once you put the Tylo in, or CMC in, okay, you need to leave it for about half an hour to an hour. You can use it now, and we're going to use it now because we're going to start rolling out very small bits. And because we're rolling out small bits, it'll start to dry up. So, there we go. So, the cutters, so we're going to use from this set. So this set here, you get 15 cutters and 3 moulds. And this is a great starter set, this one. So this is the Creator Studio set. I like that name, Creator Studio set. So let's get our pink. And we'll cut a couple out. You only need a little bit of paste. And I've got too much here. And when you're using it as well, always put it back in the bag, or you could, there we go, or you could, if you've got a glass, whatever you've got to the one side, pop a glass over it while you're using it. So you could do that as well, instead of keep opening the bag. Just put that there. Now you see I've got some little boards here, so because I don't like anybody chopping on my big boards. If it's crumbly as well, just add a little bit of Trex to it. So all we're going to do, we're going to roll it out to a nice level. We're going to cut this little one out, so we'll just make a few.
Could you just push a bit further forward, Carol, so we can see you on the overhead?
Are we there?
Yeah.
So we're just going to take that one out. Use my little mini spatula. I love these little mini spatulas. We're just going to put that one there. Just a bit thin, thick. Scrape out a bit more. Oops. Mini spatula now on floor. Oh. Mini spatula now needs a wash. Right. So where's my cutting gun? There it is. Got a few of these out. How many people have said that they've got these already? Just get a little brush as well. So when on this cutter here, just get your little brush, push it out. Let's get another little tiny one there. Tiny one there. So you can just push them out. Push them out with your brush rather than the back of the brush. So we're going to fold that up there. So we're just going to put this back in the bag a minute. So I want pink ones for these. So on this mould here, you can actually use your cornflour pouch. Yeah, so you dab it. Or you can use a bit of Trex. Just tap out the excess. Then we're going to pop this one in. Just pop it in the shallow bit there. Turn it over. Press, nice and even. And then take it out. Put flower number 1. Pop it in again. That's flower number 2. We're going to use this one. Now, when you've got this one, it's got like a sharp pointy there. So when you push it in, don't push it in too hard because you'll end up having a little hole. So just press it round the sides, let it do the indentation, and then let it pull out. So I use the smallest cutter for this one. This one was a hydrangea one. Now this one doesn't come in the set. This one you buy on its own with its own little cutters. So we'll just press that one on. So we're just going to do a few of these a moment. But I'm now going to mix 2 colours together. So I'm going to get the blue, a little bit of blue, and Simon can swap from camera to camera. How are you doing, Simon?
I'm doing that, yeah.
You're doing that, are you?
I'm keeping up.
Yeah. So yesterday, so I think I might just going to put off the side there. So yesterday we did the draw for the 2 stencils. I had to laugh. I was talking to Amy. I finished work last night at 10 o'clock. Got home about 20 past 10 I think it was, and I was talking to Amy from Sweet Stamps, who they were, and she said, I saw you try to do them, and I went, yeah, I just googled it before I went live, how to use the stencil. Never used one in my life. And anyhow, she gave me some hot tips on how to use it on a cake, so I will have a practice, and she's going to send me a little video over as well, so that we can post it on our page, which is great. So this little cutter there. So, oh, I forgot what I was doing, just one second. So just watch this one, Simon, on the overhead. So I've just rolled out some blue there, yeah? And then I'm just going to roll out the pink. This little palette knife here, this little mini palette knife is great. So we're going to lift that up. We're going to put the blue on top. I'm going to roll them together. So remember I said take them out with your brush. And through that way. And through that way now. Let's do a smaller one for that one. So don't worry about that's wasted, because we're going to use that for our butterfly. So I'm just going to put that together a minute. Just pop it under the glass here. That can go under there, under the glass. So we're going to get our mould. Do the big one. So just pop it in. Press over. So don't press too hard in the centre. Pull it out. I'm going to put it on the tray. So I'll do 3 of those. Can you see this all right, Simon?
Yeah, fine, yeah.
So don't press too hard in the centre, because you get a little hole, but we're going to put some little pearls in anyhow. And you can make your own pearls if you want to, but we're not going to. So these are the ones in the set. So we've done 3 blue ones. And then we're going to, that side. You'll see why it's better where it's got the 2 colours on afterwards, because when we put our little cake together, you'll see, because basically when you see the back of it, you've got the blue at the back. Yeah? It's quite nice. You about to ask a question there, Simon?
No, I was just seeing where you were putting them.
Oh, on the foam tray. I'm going
Yeah.
to show you in a minute. So I'll just put them on the foam tray. So anyhow, I'm so pleased that you all love the lives that I'm doing every day for you. So the lives that we've got this week is, we've got one at 2 o'clock, which is the flashback. What is it about today, Simon?
I should remember, because I just watched it yesterday. Oh, shortbread biscuits.
Short.
Shortbread biscuits.
Someone's ringing me, hang on a
And
second.
some nifty nozzles.
Some nifty nozzles. Right, I don't know who that is, I'll have to go away. So if you wonder how I can hear my phone, I'm actually, I'm not hard of hearing, I've got low hearing tones apparently. And I suffer really badly with, I don't know whether it's tinnitus, whatever it's called. But whatever it is, I suffer really badly with it.
Tinnitus.
My phone is
Nice,
connected
yeah.
to my hearing aid. So somebody is ringing me. Right. So you'll see that I've been taking them over there and I've been putting them on this tray. So you actually just make as few or as many as you want for your decorations. So we're just going to make a few more. So let's make a butterfly. So butterfly, so where was that mixed paste? There it is. So because it's mixed there, we're going to have a nice little pinky blue marbly butterfly now. So, and if it's dry, like I say, let's pop a little bit in there. And then Simon, feel free that while we're doing this, catch up with questions or anything.
Okay, if anybody's got any questions. Oh, Geraldine's asking, are we going to replay the cup and saucer? I don't know what that is. Carol, can you?
I would like to forget the cup and saucer, Geraldine. Stop winding me up. So, cup and saucer was very much like the red velvet cake the other week, and very much a bit like my share and tear cake, Simon.
All
it's
right.
when it all goes horribly wrong.
Well, that's what people enjoy.
Yes, I know. I know they enjoy it. So,
So I'm sure we'll get round to it then, won't we?
I'm sure we will, Simon. So maybe we shouldn't mention it when we do. So on the lives, for any newbies, do let us know if you are a newbie. I am actually Carol from Sugar and Crumbs. I always say to you, and it's quite true, I am not a professional cake maker or decorator. I'm basically learning on my toes, just like you. I might have more experience than the newbies, and I'm probably at the same level of lots of you who've been watching me for the last 3 years on Facebook Live. So where everybody's been following me for the last 3 years, some of you have improved immensely and you now got competition pieces, which is amazing. And some of you are just like me, just like playing. Some of you can remember everything that things can be done with, and some of you don't remember, which is a bit like me. So there we go. I'm just going to make a few more butterflies. I'll make 2 more. Make smaller ones. So in the butterfly cutter you get 3 little cutters.
And you can use the same press for all the 3 butterflies, can't you?
Yeah, you can. Do that one, do the medium one. So I'm going to use the same press in a moment. And then sometimes, because it's live, and the reason why I do it live is, you know, there's so many programs out there, TV programs and stuff like that, and it's professional and they've got all the help in the world, you know, they've got a team who's prepared it all, they've got lights, camera, action, you know, they've got production. We've just got Simon or Laura or Maria or Karen or John, you know, and to be fair, it's hard for them to do the cameras, look at comments. I only did it once a few weeks ago and said never again. So, I mean it, never again. I never want to do cameras again. It is hard trying to follow everybody. So when you've got a production team and everything and a TV programme, you know, but we're here, we're in my kitchen and we're playing. And, you know, they don't generally have a presenter who has a hot flush like I'm now having again. And the door's wide open. So I don't know what we're going to do now. So,
You're going to press these butterflies,
I'm talking about how hot I am, Simon. Right, where's my butterfly? There it is. So we've got the little butterfly mould there. And you'll see, well, you may not be able to see. Let me just see up here. Can you see up there? Is that under the camera?
A little bit towards you. Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit. That's it.
So you'll see the little body there, and that's going to press in. Make that.
Just hold the side up so you can see the thickness of it. Yeah.
Well,
so that's it. Yeah. Great.
So we're going to put that on there. Make a little butterfly. Fold it over. And that's why you should do these at night time, you know, just at night time in your kitchen with your music on. And then when you look here, can you see, Simon?
Yeah, perfect.
So you'll see that the body there of the butterfly isn't there. If we turn it upside down when we lift it, there he is. And then we're going to sit him in the foam tray. Let me just get my small foam tray so you can see. We're going to sit him in the foam tray there. So I'll just bend his little wings a bit. Yeah? So that he can harden up there. And I'm praying to God these are all going to set by the time we come to put them on our cake. So what about those? Oh yes, those have firmed up nicely before. So we want to, oops, oh, broke that one in half. That's why you do extra. Right, I'm going to have to go and wipe my face. So there you go. Can you see that there? So we're just going to sit him in there, bend his little leaves over, bend his little leaves, bend his little feathers over, wings over,
His arms, yeah.
arms, whatever it is. Right, right. Just let me go and wash my face. Wait a minute. Okay. You talk to everyone, Simon.
Shall I finish this one off, Carol?
Oh God. Oh, swap me now. Oh, dear me.
You're doing okay, Carol? Yes, everyone's enjoying it. It's fine.
I think it's the thought of the teacup saucer one being run again. It's giving me all a flush all over.
They love that you're not professional, Carol. That's the
yes,
point.
I know. I think half of you just watch for a laugh. So, I'm hoping you watch because you want to buy out my shop.
No.
Would that be a foolish thing to think, that, Simon? So. Oh, how to break a butterfly. Fold it in half completely. Right, okay, let's get back on it. So, like, I'll show you what I did there where I broke them. So when I've took it out, I've actually just folded it in half.
Okay.
So don't fold it in half, be a bit gentle. The other thing is, it's always nicer to sit down and do these. I'm actually stood up and leaning over so I can get in the camera somewhere.
So how long do these take to set, Carol, in the tray?
They don't take that long, actually. So I did these, I think I started doing those about 10:30 and they're set now. So I think by the time we come to decorate the cake, these will be done. So I'm just going to stop here making these in a minute. We're going to colour them up, and we're going to show you the other moulds as well that you can buy, because there's a whole set, because I'm almost sure you're going to want to buy them. Okay, so let's get that out of the way. I've got one more to show you, and it's the little Frangipani. So where's the Frangipani cutter? Which is here. So we've got some yellow. Let's get some yellow out here. What?
Someone was saying I should have finished it off.
Should have what?
Finished off that butterfly.
But you should have done it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could have helped me out there, Simon, couldn't you?
Yeah, I could have done, but
Yeah.
I didn't want to get my hands, because I know I'd have to wash my hands.
Yes, and then there'd be nobody on the camera, would they,
Yeah,
Simon?
that's
That would be
kind
your
of what I
excuse,
was-
wasn't it?
I was going to do it, and I thought, no, then I can't work the cameras.
Yeah. So Frangipani, there we go. So we're just going to do a little Frangipani there. Cut that. I'm going to do another one. Cut that. So this one works slightly differently, this one. And if you don't get it all out, just use your little mini knife there. There we go, put that in the bag.
Oh, people will be thinking this that you're making clouds or a
Yeah,
shrub.
looks like a cloud, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So now with this one here, we're on the overhead. So
You're on the front one at the moment.
this one,
Yes,
yeah.
this one here,
Sorry,
yeah.
yeah, I meant there. So we've got this little mould. So this doesn't have two sides; it's just one. So when you cut it out there, and you'll know it's the right cut. So just go to the overhead. It's got a thicker seam there, so that's the top. So you cut that, and then are you staying still over the overhead, Simon?
Yeah, you're on the overhead.
And then you just press this into it to get the shape. And press that into it. Get the shape. I'm going to use our little knife. And then I'm going to use some glue. Use some glue here. And then we're going to twist it round. Don't know whether you can see that very well there. So we're going to twist it round. We're just going to fold it over. And we're just going to hold in the little bottom. There we go.
what are you using as glue?
Pardon?
What are you using to glue them together?
Well, this one here, I've got a whole variety. So this is sugar flake glue, got rainbow dust glue. Earlier I was using this super glue from Cake Star, which is part of the Colour Splash range. Copic, Colour Splash and Cake Star are all the same range. All the same company.
Oh, a bit farther forward, Carol.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So I'll just put that there. I'm going to do it together. Stick that in there. Right, okay. So I just need to make some leaves, and we've got a little mould for making the leaves with. So where's my cornflower pouch? Now I haven't done any green, so we're going to dust up with green. So we'll use this yellow for the leaves. There's loads of types of these. If you've got some of the Karen Davies mould, she's got leaves on some of those. You might have some leaf cutters. We do the FMM, leaf and veiner. This little Katie Sue one's a cracking little one, this one. So some of you have asked me for the peony and the pansy mould. So it's back in stock, the peony and pansy. So I'm just going to use this. This is the little leaf mould. So when you're doing your leaves, okay, pop it in. And the idea with the little foamer is you can just bend, so you can just shape. So we want to do a few little shapes like that. Bend it. Can you see on the front camera there, Simon?
You're on the top one at the
I'm
moment.
on the top, so we're just going to bend it there, and then we're just going to sit it in the foamer. Should have maybe have done a few of these before we started. So did you all enjoy yesterday's colour? I didn't get all the colours done. I was here for, what did we do, 2.5 hours yesterday, Simon?
It's quite well, yeah.
It's quite a long time. I didn't get everything done, but we will come back to it and we'll do little bits at a time. I think next time we'll just do little bits. So I'll let you put in a request and we'll do a little bit. So smaller leaf, so just fold it again to the overhead, Simon.
Yeah, you're on the,
So, yeah.
oh no, you're not on the overhead. You're on the overhead now. Now
Right,
it's
okay.
gone, yeah.
Now it's gone. I'll just show what I've done there. Can you see that on the overhead?
Yeah, that's fine, yeah.
Yeah. So I've just got to make a couple of these, just 1 second. Otherwise we're going to have flowers on our cake with no leaves, and we need a couple to dust up. So you're all looking forward to the weekend. It's going to be a bit of a weekend really, because you've all been off, haven't you? All sat in your houses watching me, and then the weekend when we all this is the time we all sort of fly out and go on holiday or go and visit our friends or go for a picnic somewhere, isn't it? And we've all got to stay in, haven't we? So it's just a bit of a weird Easter this is going to be, isn't it? So anyway, I'm getting the warehouse sorted out quite nicely. Quite enjoyed myself down there at night time. So I've got it all planned. So what happens is from here, Simon and I usually have a brew and have a little conference chat from here. You're there, I'm here, aren't we? We have a little chat about the live. Then we come up with some ideas and we forget it all for tomorrow.
Yeah.
So Tracy Mann is going to be in the kitchen tomorrow at 11 o'clock. So she's a bit earlier than me. 11 o'clock she'll be doing a live, and then tomorrow night I'm doing a live. Now what I thought is I've still got that rainbow cake in the fridge. I thought I could decorate that for you and do it some ruffles. So not ruffles with buttercream. So I was wondering if you'd like that. Actually I could do the different colours of that. And then I also thought that tomorrow afternoon I'll make the sponge cakes in blue and see what the blue looks like, and do some blue buttercream, and we'll try some of the different blues because blue tends to make it go green, but I do get blue buttercream, so I tend to use a fractal, and actually one of the Colour Splash makes a beautiful blue buttercream. So should we have a play with that tomorrow night? John will kill me because he's in work from 6 in the morning because everybody's on furlough at the moment. We've only got 2 staff in, but James and Laura in. So because everybody else is on furlough, John's having to be in at 6 in the morning. He's not getting home. Well, I go in at 3 when everybody else leaves, and then he gets home, sorts the dogs out, and he's dying. But just recently, he's been working 6 6s. So, right, so that's enough of leaves. That's all we're going to have for now. I'll make some more in a minute. Right, okay, so while they're over there, let's show you what the actual product is. And then we'll start putting this cake together. Anyhow, liking and sharing today. So yesterday, we were liking and sharing for these 2 brushes. So not these 2 brushes, because these are mine. And this one's dirty, it's been used. But there's 2, they've got 2 sets of these left. So I had 2 sets left, so I thought while I'm sorting out the warehouse, you know, I think these would be a great price. They're $4.99 each. So I've taken them off the website so you can't buy them. So yesterday's like and shares, we're going to draw for them, and today's like and shares we're going to draw for another set as well. Okay, so today we're going to pick the stencil from last Wednesday, and then we'll do these next week. So next Wednesday and next Monday, no, what is it? Where are we up to, Simon?
It's Wednesday today, Carol.
I know. So this is for next week, isn't it? Do you know what? I think I'm best off just drawing all the draws on a Thursday night, aren't I? But we need to, I know where I am. I'll have to write it down. Can't never remember live. But anyway, so that's what we're going to do. Because Friday we did colour splash gels, didn't we?
I think it's exciting to have to draw if you're giving away something.
Do it every day, rather than one go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so actually. Yeah, keeps up, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Right. Okay then. So
you know.
yes.
Adds a bit of excitement to an otherwise dull day, doesn't it?
Yes, to an absolutely boring Facebook Live. Yeah, I get it, Simon, I get it. Right, we'll have you sorted out afterwards. Right, okay then. So in this set here, so this is, you get 3 moulds in this set. So the moulds that you get in here is petunia, primrose, I think what's it's called, let me just double check before I get myself into trouble and tell you the wrong one. Yeah, so you get the petunia, you get fleur, and the large hydrangea. Yeah, so that's what you get in there. And then you get 15 cutters. So that's a nice starter set. And to be fair, I would say that's all you would need really, if I'm really honest. If you've already got some of the sets, you can buy them individually. You can buy fleur, frangipani, primrose, petunia. What else have we got here? Butterfly, blossom, buttercup. Oh, the fleur multi-set. So we haven't got the fleur, that one fleur. It's the multi-set, stop selling their singles. So we've got the fleur multi-set, the buttercup, the butterfly, and the blossom multi-set. So there's plenty there, okay, for you to have a look at. So they're all in multi-sets with different cutters in. Let's do those there, and then let's start putting it together. Right, let's move that board there. So let's see how our ones earlier are. So we've got these here, Simon.
Yeah.
So they're firmer. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to dust them up a little bit. So let's get some dust and let's give them a little bit of a luster and a dusting. So I think what we'll do is we'll get some little pearls out as well to go in there. So I think that we'll just shimmer them actually. So let me just get some pearl luster, 1 second. So where's all my pearls? Just hold on 1 minute. I'm just on the hunt for my lusters, don't worry. So the way my picture was left yesterday. So Simon, you could read out a few comments, couldn't you?
I could, if I could,
if
I could read them.
Pardon? Can you read out a few comments, Simon, love?
Yep, sounds great for tomorrow evening, but I don't know what she was referring to.
Yeah, what we're going to do on the live tomorrow.
Yeah. Did you decide, or?
Pardon?
Did you decide on what you're doing tomorrow?
Yeah, no, I don't actually think we've fully finished what we've decided, have we? Just 1 second, let me get a couple of dusts out.
Yeah, so a lot of thumbs up, Carol. I think everybody likes the flowers that you're doing.
Goody good.
So
just tell them I've not run off. I'm up here looking for some dust actually.
Come back, Carol.
I know. long.
Oh, we're losing viewers now. It's
Oh, jack it in. They can wait for a moment.
So you're going to use luster dust on these, Carol? It's dry.
Some, yeah.
Is that dry?
Yeah.
The Frangipani cutter is not in the large set, but you can buy it separately.
Yes. No. Yeah. That just comes separately. Yeah. I'm trying to find a pearl, just a sparkle. 1 second. Blush. It'd be right under my nose. If I'd managed to tidy my kitchen yesterday.
Yes. Terrible, Carol.
Fine. I know.
You just don't put the effort in, do you?
I know. You know, when you get up at 6 in the morning, Simon, you
Yeah.
set up the kitchen for everybody, and then you do it live. Then you have a cup of coffee, and then you go to work till 10. Just not enough, is it? Oh, somebody was asking me as well about the big knives, the big PME knives. I'm just waiting for my delivery. They promised me that they'll be on the delivery. When you order from PME, they don't actually tell you what you're going to get. So you place your order, and then you wait for 3 or 4 days for it to come, and then not everything arrives. So the big ones, somebody's been asking me about the big 14-inch knife. I spoke to PME yesterday. They said I am getting it. So I'm hoping by the time I get to work today, somebody will have given me the delivery note and I can update the website. Smashing knife this. We do a 10-inch and we do a 14-inch. So I've just got to find that silver luster. Won't be a minute. She'll be back in a moment. What was somebody asking about cream yesterday?
Cream?
Oh, do you know, was they asking about the cream sparkle?
Cream dust, cream dust, I think. Yeah.
Right, so what we're going to do, we'll use some of the fake hazel. There we go. So I think somebody was asking about the cream yesterday, and I think it might have been the Magic sparkling colours. So I think we'll do that next week. So one morning next week we'll have a look at those for you. Right, okay, so let me get some kitchen roll out. Let's get these dusted up. Okay, so which camera are you on over here?
You're on the front at the moment. Do you want to be on the overhead?
Yeah, so we'll have a little bit of a dust up. So we're going to get some little brushes out. And just dust a couple of these up here. Feel free to keep asking questions, Simon.
Yeah, no, it's thank you, Simon. I don't know what I've done, but
Did you actually do anything, Simon?
I don't know. Oh, I'm a wind-up merchant.
Yes,
Is that true?
who's called you a wind-up merchant?
Dorry Frost.
Eh? Well, she's learned then, hasn't she?
Oh,
she's
dear.
learned about you, Simon. See, you've given yourself away there.
Oh dear, yeah.
Yeah.
It's all a bit of fun, isn't it? That's
Yeah,
you know.
absolutely.
We all know you work really hard.
Yeah, poor Simon, poor Simon. Just putting a few colours out here that we want to use. So these ones here, these double ones, I'm just actually going to luster them up. 1 second, that's a tink. So I'm just going to give those a little bit of a luster, just to give a bit of shine on them. And it's worth it. Just, I don't know whether you can see which.
Yep,
can you
it's
see?
good. I've zoomed in, so you don't need to.
And can they see
lift
the
it.
shine come up?
Yeah, that looks perfect.
Yeah, so that's just, it makes a big difference if you just put a bit of shine on them. Okay, now you can see there I've got the hole in that one. Do you remember when I said don't poke it too hard? And I have done.
You just did it anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a deliberate one.
Yeah.
So this is the blue one. So you can.
Because otherwise we wouldn't believe you would poke a hole. Yeah.
You wouldn't. So we're going to just luster that one up there. That's
but
the
you
blue.
could save that by putting a little pearl in it, couldn't you?
Yeah. Oh, Simon, you're getting good, aren't you?
Yeah,
so what I'm going to do here on this blue, I'm just going to do the little bit.
I think that's
pink.
what people are learning, isn't it? How to rescue a cake.
Absolutely.
Basically something when you've done it wrong.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're just
and make it look like you intended it.
Absolutely. So you can see I've just put a bit of pink in here just to help embellish it a little bit. And then we'll use the white. Where's the white brush? And then we'll just luster that off as well. So it just takes a little bit of time, and this is why it's nice to sit down at night time, not lean over and break your back like I'm doing at the moment. I might have to get a chair in a minute because my back is broken. In fact, I will have to get a chair. Just 1 second. Ooh. Can you hear that bird squeaking?
Yeah.
Can you hear it? Yeah.
Yeah, you've not got the squeaky chair, have you?
No, hope not. Oh, that's good for my back. Right, okay then. So we've done some of these little darker blue ones earlier. Am I still under that sensor camera there?
You are now.
So
yes.
what I'm actually going to do is, this is a good way to do it as well. So let's just do this here. Leave that there. So that, because they're delicate, once you've added the gum tag to them, or Tylo to them, they become delicate. So let's just do that. And you don't have to do it to them, or you can leave them matte if you want to. So what we'll do is we'll do a couple with a bit of yellow in, just to give them a little bit of a different look. Just makes them a little bit different, doesn't it? Do you not think? We'll do a couple with a bit of the pink in. You don't have to be dead neat about it. It just makes it, brings them a little bit to life a little bit, doesn't it? Simon, are you yawning now, love?
No.
I don't want you yawning now.
It's not like I was up to 2:30 faffing around with Facebook.
But you like being up late, don't you? This is a bit of a new revolution for you, being up early with us, isn't it? 7 years we've worked together. You're a little night bird. You normally like to take the photographs of our decorating tools, don't you?
Yeah.
So we're just going to put a little bit of pink in there, pink in there. We'll do a bit of yellow in this one. It's dead easy, isn't it? Look, we'll just get your little dusts out, have a little play. So Karen Naylor pointed out something yesterday when I said about steaming them with the kettle. Yes, do be careful when you're steaming them with the kettle. I didn't actually mean leave the kettle on and have it steaming away or anything. You know, just sort of give it a waft across the steam. So I didn't mean for you to stand there like that with it burning your fingers. I actually meant just sort of waft it past the steam and you'll be fine. So, but well pointed out. So the little Frangipani here, we're just going to highlight that one up a little bit more. So what we're going to do is we're just going to put in a bit more yellow. It just brings it to life, doesn't it? And then look, pink over here. Is everyone holding their breath?
Yeah.
Are you holding your breath,
I am
Simon?
holding, yes. Because otherwise I'll get accused of yawning.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we don't want to accuse you of that now, do we?
No. So you're concentrating quite hard there, Carol, because you're not talking.
Do you think I'm concentrating? I know, it's amazing.
Yeah.
The silence in the kitchen, is it bothering you, Simon? Because it's never normally silent, is it?
No.
I know, it's just not normal, is it? Because I just chat. I get told off a couple of customers when they're watching. It'd be better
for not chatting?
For chatting
or chatting too much?
For chatting on my own Facebook Live.
Yeah.
Especially if I've got a guest in. I can't shut up though. All of you hold. Should we not? Like, I tell you what, you've got a timer on your phone, Simon.
Yeah, I have, but then
Have you got a timer?
then I wouldn't be able to see that it was YouTubers and things as well.
All right, let's put the timer. Let's do a little test, right? So let me do a test. We'll do a minute.
A minute without talking?
Without a minute? Yeah, a minute without talking, Simon.
Do people want that?
Yeah, let's start it now. If Carol can shut her mouth for a minute. So let's start. Are you ready? Don't say nothing. In your own homes, don't say nothing. How long is it? And I'll try not to squeak on this chair. We're going to go now. 1 minute. That was a long time, wasn't it?
Wasn't it? Yeah. It's terrible.
It's a long time, isn't it, when you're waiting? Now, what do you prefer? Do you want the minute?
We lost 2 viewers, Carol, so it's didn't like it.
So hence why I chunner and chat all the way through. I can't stand the silence. Who else agrees with me? It was a long time. It's like watching paint dry, isn't it?
It's like watching a woman paint flowers.
Yes, like I'm going to poke you in a minute. So I'm just adding a little bit of lustre to these now. I'm trying to stay silent.
Yes. They don't like the long silences.
It's a long time, isn't it?
Yeah.
So when you're here doing a live and I'm watching, it's hard for me to keep silent that long. Because and the other thing is, what some of you forget is, and if you ask my guests as well, they're nervous. So when I don't speak, they don't know what to say. And they panic inside, like, why is it silent? Why is it silent? Why is Carol not saying anything? Is there something wrong? So that's part of the chatter. So, and also we're giving a bit of light entertainment. It's meant to be a bit of fun. So can you see how if you just did little bits of colour, you don't have to be artistic, do you? But it looks all right, doesn't it? So I put a little bit of let's put a bit of the pink in there. It look all right, doesn't it? You don't have to do much. You don't even have to be arty-farty or anything. Just stick your brush in the middle and just wipe it. Do they look all right?
What was the item that Carol held that looked like ice cream? What did you hold up that looked like ice cream?
Like this one?
I don't know.
This one? The Frangipani one?
Ice cream? I can't remember any. Don't know.
It's the only one I can think.
We'll have to look back through the video and see what.
There we go. And then let's move those out of the way there. Let's do our little butterflies here. And this one can have a little yellow body. I don't like it yellow actually. And then
the mermaid brushes. Is that what's it?
Oh, my mermaid brushes,
yeah. They do look like ice creams, don't they? Yes.
Do they? All right, the mermaid tails, yeah.
Yeah, well, it looks like a cone, doesn't it?
Yeah.
A little, yes.
Does it? Let me stick one under the camera so you can see.
Yes. You're on the overhead at the moment, so.
So can you see there?
You can't see them there, no.
No?
You'll have to.
There. There.
Yeah. Yes, they do look a bit like ice creams.
Do they? Wow, I've never thought they looked like ice creams. Right. So can you see what I'm doing here now?
Well, I'd have never thought they looked like mermaids either, but.
Well, fishes'
just
scales
fish,
then, aren't they? Well, it's a mermaid's tail, Simon.
It's like fish.
Eh? Yeah, well, you're not in it, are you? See, mermaids is the thing. So can you see on the overhead here, or am I out the overhead
yes,
now?
you've got the brushes in. You just got your. Yeah, you're in there.
Right, so I'm just gonna. So like I say, I'm not the best decorator, but it don't really matter, does it? Really, because we're just playing.
So yes, so Lorraine, those are the prizes for the like and share, aren't they, Carol?
Yes. So we're going to pick a like and share with her. We did it yesterday, and we've got 2 sets. One for yesterday's like and share, and one for today's like and share. Oops. So I'm just going to colour my leaves up a minute. So I'm just going to put a little bit of this lime colour on there. bit of moss green on. I haven't got many leaves, so it's going to be a bit of a baldy flower arrangement, this one. So we're just going to put in a bit of moss into the line there. I'll have to put some more on afterwards, just to give you the idea. So on our leaves.
Can you hold it a little bit more towards there?
Yeah, so I've done these in these colours, but I think these look lovely just in blue, very pale blues and very pale pinks. But I've just done a few different... No, the flowers.
Oh, right,
so if you did the whole arrangement in just pale pinks and lilacs, or just pale pinks and whites. And that's a loud lorry, isn't it? Do you think the traffic sounds... Well, I don't know whether it's my hearing aid helping me now, actually. Does it sound loud to you, that lorry?
Yes. What are you using to dust the colour on, Carol, there? Is it just a brush? Or?
Just a dry brush. So these are sort of like yellowy, green, yellow. I didn't do any green paste, so we're just covering them up like this. So because I didn't do any green paste, I just used the yellow paste that I already had. And obviously this is only just for me to show you how to use them. I'm not showing you how to design a cake. You do your own design. But I do think if you do these in if you do it in a full range of pinks, from a cerise pink, hot pink, to a pale pink and a very light pink, and then some whites, it would look great. I think the blues would look great, lilacs would look great. So let's move those out the way now then, and let's get our cake and start decorating it, putting it together. I'm going to put those and put those over there.
Put the ice creams out the way.
We're going to get the ice creams out the way. Ice creams, crikey. Right, okay, let's get our cake. So what we're going to do is, this is just a dummy cake. Sorry about the board, but it's the smallest board I had. So I'm just going to use some of this. Right, I'm not going to use the modelling paste one. So we've already made our pens. Are you enjoying the live, by the way, everybody? Are you enjoying it? Are you liking and sharing? Are you going to go and subscribe to YouTube? We want you to, seriously, we do. You don't have to watch it, but you could be clever like Debbie Hargreaves there. YouTube up, and then some of you are actually really good now. You actually program it into your telly. Even I've not managed to do that one yet. So program it onto the telly and have it on the widescreen. So, but much better to watch, I think, when it's on the TV. And then, but you know, if you'll go over to YouTube, subscribe, it's free. And on the 4th of May, we're going to do a draw, and we're going to do 4 prizes of, was it £50 that I said, Simon? Because we're hoping to get hundreds of you to go over there and join. And the other thing is with YouTube, it's really good, is that, I'll say to you, I'll use this pink here. The other thing with YouTube as well is, it's great reference for information and other videos and other cake makers as well. Obviously, don't lose us. Don't forget about us, will you? But, you know, you find so much more information over there that you can comment on. You know, you want to watch Zoe Fancy Cakes on a Wednesday morning. She releases a live on a Wednesday. It's not a live on a Wednesday morning. It's a pre-recorded. But she does a demo every Wednesday morning. It's great. So I'm just going to roll this sugar paste into a roll, so into a sausage roll. So you can't see me rolling it. Sorry, I've got no more space. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to roll it. I'm just going to get some glue, and you'll see that in a moment. So where's my glue? So this is edible glue. We're just going to put it round here. That's what we're going to do. I'm just going to do a crescent. I'm going to do a crescent so it comes down here. Don't ask me what I'm doing, because I don't know. Any of you follow me know I always just wing it. It always looks all right. And you know what you got to remember is I'm doing this in a very short time, so whenever I do the lives, it's just something, I'm not sort of showing you anything pre-prepared. We've just got to do it all in sort of 2 hours, haven't we?
It's not Blue Peter, Carol.
No, it isn't. Did Blue Peter used to prepare one earlier?
Here's one we prepared earlier.
Yeah. I used to like that programme. Was it called How? That was a guy with a big beard, wasn't it?
Was
a
it?
big beard.
The big beards were in the 70s.
Yeah, they were. So we're just going to I'm just going to do that on there. So I'm hoping my little plan will work.
And you've just glued that on with edible glue?
With edible glue, yeah. So it doesn't have to be dead neat, this. Okay. Now, I'm just going to go...
People will wonder what you're doing.
Yeah, it looks a bit strange, doesn't it? So we're just going to stick that in there. So look, I haven't even shaped it or anything. Right, so I've got some ready-made royal icing. We sell royal icing on our website. We sell two lots. We sell the silver spoon, which is in powder form, which is probably the best one to get because then you can just make little amounts, and then buy the little disposable silicone bags. Use that, or you can, and we sell them on the website as well. Or you can buy the ready-made, and then you can get a little palette knife and dab it on, which is what we're going to do now. Okay, so we're going to put these little flowers on. So just let me go and make the pop the ready-made stuff into the microwave just to warm it up a second. And let me find my palette knife, which is here, and then we'll add some of these flowers. So hold on.
So Peggy Gray's saying, "Hi Simon, wasn't sure you were there. Where's she been?"
Where's who been?
Peggy, if she's out, I wasn't sure I was here.
Well, she must have been doing the silence still.
Oh, right. And she's from California.
Right, wasn't it Peggy Gray?
Yeah.
So let me just see. So I'm just warming my royal icing.
It must be a bit early there.
Pardon?
What time is it in California?
Oh, it's very early because they're 10 hours behind, aren't they?
Oh, maybe it's late then. Yeah. She's staying up late to watch.
Well, 10 hours from now. No, that's 4 in the morning. It's 3 in the morning there. Is it? Ask her.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm sure they're 10 hours behind.
I don't know about that, but I think about 7.
Was it 8 hours behind? I can't remember. She'll tell us. Right, okay. Here we go. Here we go. Big reveal. So I've just warmed up some ready-made royal icing. So I'm just going to stick that on there. And what we're going to do is, and we'll add some little pearls in afterwards.
It's 4:57 a.m.
Oh, so I was right when I said 5 a.m, didn't I? So we're just going to add these little flowers in. I'm just going to press them on. Oh, that one broke. Oh, right, that one will have to go to the back over here. So never fear, we'll find another little place for it. Don't worry.
Whoa.
What, Simon?
Just moving the camera a bit. So shall we
have 6 doggies, by the way.
just push this too while the dogs are...
Yeah. We have 6 doggies. They're old, actually. That's one of the youngest ones. And my dog walker takes them out in 2s because they're lunatics otherwise. The old dogs now, they're just a bit knackered. They can't really do anything. So they don't go far now. They only go up the road now. We're going to put some little pearls in the centre afterwards, but I'll dab them with glue. Let's just get these on first.
So what are you putting on there, Carol? What?
Just royal icing. Just a bit of royal icing. And we're just going to build up all the little flowers. Just going to build up around the back as well. And we'll pop in some little pearls. And then we want, oops, sugar. So we're winging this, girls, you know, this is no like sort of creative design or anything. This is us just playing. The royal icing will hold it. we've got the silence again, Simon.
Sorry. Oh, we've got someone in New Zealand.
Have we? Oh,
I'm sure they'll tell us what time it is there. I imagine it's about midnight, isn't it?
Oh, look at that broken. Oh, look.
Hi to Karen Bray.
I broke that one. Oh, I broke that one.
Oh.
Oh. Alright, let me just go and melt this again. This isn't melting properly. Let me put it in a little tub a minute. 1 second.
So can you just melt that as many times as you like?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's looking lovely, yeah. It looks good from this angle.
I never know if you're winding me.
No. Yes, it is midnight there, yeah. So.
Yeah, right, so what
We do appreciate all your watching, don't we?
Yeah, we do. Who's calling me then? Right, so all I've done there is I've just loosened it up with a bit of water. That's what I needed doing. Now maybe I'll stop breaking my flowers. Right. Pardon?
Sorry, I was starting to hum then and I thought...
Was you? You're going to start singing to them,
No,
Simon?
no. Just thought you needed some nice twinkly music while you were putting these flowers on.
Dum-de-dum-dum-dum. What was you going to sing?
I don't know.
What came into your mind?
The
Just 1 second. So you get the idea, don't you? Just hold them on. I'm going to get some pearls out in a minute and put the leaves on. Do they like it so far?
Yeah. Dolly Frost is saying, can you mix the or she does mix it with some water.
Well, that's what I've just done. I realised that's where I was mucking up.
Right.
That's where I was mucking up, Dorry.
Could you use something other than royal icing?
You could use the glue, but it's not really strong enough, the glue. It's the royal icing that you need. I realised that's where I'd mucked up and it was drying up, so I had to add some water to it. What did I do with my leaves? There they are. So let's just get a leaf in there. I'll probably have to finish this afterwards and show them later.
Yeah, it's quite a time-consuming job, isn't it?
Oh, and you're bored now, are you, Simon?
No, I'm not bored. I'm still trying to.
Are you ready to go home?
Chase you around.
Well, I don't expect you to get it all, actually. Yeah, I'm trying to show them the bits that I get done. So, I'll have to do some more leaves, I think. Just stick that there. Just a minute. So it's only a little dummy cake, this one. It's much better if you did it on a bigger cake. So it just gives you the little idea, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, just 1 second. So let me just see what we've got here. I've got a couple of butterflies to put on yet. holding my breath. Are you holding yours, Simon?
Yes, on the edge of my seat that I'm not sitting on.
It looks pretty though, doesn't it?
It does look
what
pretty,
does everybody
yeah.
think?
Yeah, that's all.
So, I mean, I've just done it in a mixture of colours here, so I'm almost sure if I had a little bit more time and playing, and you all know that I'm not going to create something magnificent for you, but I'm just trying to create something pretty for you. We definitely have to add some more leaves though, definitely. Right. Sorry. On there. Nice big one there.
And McCarley don't like the silence.
Pardon?
Don't like the silence.
Well, I'm trying to keep those happy. You know, it can't all be about you girls, you know. Now and again, we have to think of those customers who say I talk too much. So this one's for them. Hey, they won't be asking me to not talk again, will they? I have to go and make some more paste. Just 1 second. I'm going to stick our little butterflies on as well. You could always shout out some questions though, Simon.
You've lost a flower.
Hey?
You've lost a flower, Carol.
Oh, I've lost a flower. Have I lost a flower?
Oh, they're liking it, yes. Susan Noon says it would make a lovely Easter cake.
Yeah, it would. There we go. So wait a minute, I'm going to get some pearls out and stuff. Now I'll have to finish it off and show you on tomorrow's live, I think. So just wait a minute, I'm just fighting with the royal icing to stop slipping. Right, let me go and make some more royal icing, 1 second. Simon, shout out some comments for me.
Oh.
Come on.
Hello, Laura Berg from the
Come on,
US.
you're meant to be all chatty.
Hey?
You're meant to be all chatty. You're
Oh, am I?
chatty today, Simon.
Hi, Leslie
You said
Smith.
to me yesterday you was chatty.
Hi, Lynn Diamond. She says it's very therapeutic,
Yeah.
which we can all agree.
And who's got these cutters, or who wants to buy some?
As a few people already ordered them while they've been watching, I think.
Okay. Well, while it was quiet.
Angela says it looks fabulous. So, yes.
I mean, I've just done it in a mixture of colours, but you know, I really do think if you did like all lemons or all pinks or something, one colour, it'd be really lovely to see. And really very easy. You can put it on top of your buttercream flowers as well. It doesn't have to be just on a sugar paste cake. Right, so I'm just making some more royal ice in here, just 1 second. So, and then I need to get some little pearls out as well. So let's just, is that a flower there? Where's it? He's falling off there, isn't he? We're going to stick him so he can sit in there. What else have we got here?
Yeah, it'd be something nice to do with a brew, wouldn't it, Carol, if you were just, you know.
What, making one of these with a brew?
No, if you had a brew, it'd be nice to sit and watch you making this. Wasn't a hint or anything that I need a brew.
Listen, we'll need a brew after this, me and you, won't we, Simon? Right. After the live, Simon and I always has a brew. That's his first job, because that's down there, so he can still do his social distancing. He can go down there, make me a nice brew. He's made his first milky coffee for me today, haven't you, Simon?
Yes.
Normally, I won't let anybody
I
make
don't
a
know why
coffee
you
until
thought
they're
that
trained.
was beyond my
Because I like to make sure that everybody knows how to do them. Right, let's just see if we can stick this in here. But this one might just knock everything off this one. So it might just be a bit heavy. I'm just going to push it and hold it in there a minute. And then we'll get some pearls out. Could have just done
looking
with a few,
good, yeah.
So I could have just done with a few smaller ones. So wait a minute. So we'll just put a lot there. Oh, sugar. My royal icing is now too loose. In fact, just hold on. Where there's a will, there's a way. I'll just build it up. There we go. And then we'll sit it in there like that. And then we'll get a little flower there. We'll sit there and like that there. There we go. Right, okay, what have we got here now? Well, we've got butterfly, haven't we? So we can have a little butterfly. We'll just put a little slither on the butterfly. Oh, I broke my butterfly in half. Let's get one of these. This one's firmed up. These are the ones that I did earlier, so these are firmed up. So we'll just stick a little butterfly there. Don't slide off.
It's a big ask, that, Carol.
No, stay there, Mr. Butterfly.
It's about to fly
sliding?
off.
Is he about to fly off? Oh, stay there. Oh, we'll have to go on after. I'll tell you what, let me just let that harden up a minute. Just let me get some pearls, 1 second. Pearls, pearls, pearls. Right. Pearls, pearls, pearls. Let me just get them for my... I'll get them from here. So a little dab of glue in the flowers. So we'll just put a little dab of glue in each of the flowers. It's the thing when you go live, isn't it? You see everything. The brush isn't soft enough. Just 1 second. Do a little bit of royal icing instead. But royal icing was too firm, then it's too soft. Yeah, the idea, right, let's get a few little pearls in. So let's drop a little pearl in there. Drop a little pink one in this one. Oops, get over there. Pulls it together, the little pearls, doesn't it?
Yeah, nice that.
Let's have one over here. One in there. so this one isn't sat on there. Oops. Just a bit more. Nice, just stick to. There we go. Right, is my butterfly now firm enough to stick on? Oh, he's going to slide off. I'll have to get him on afterwards. You know what, at the moment he can sit on the side there for now. We'll just have him up there for now. Right, I need to put some more little pearls on, and then we're done. We'll do the draw. So, have you got my phone there, Simon? Oh, no, I've got it here, haven't I?
Yeah. Okay.
So,
I don't know what I'm saying yes to. Just agreeing with you, Carol. That
there we go.
your phone is over there.
Right. I'll stick in the other ones in here afterwards. But I think he looks pretty enough, doesn't it? Eh?
Yeah.
Oh dear. Whole mess in the kitchen. Do we have anybody who lives local to Sugar and Crumbs? Can come round here and clear this lot up. So anyhow, all it was to show you some using the Blossom Sugar Art. I hope you've enjoyed it. Let me get my phone out. So this was for last Wednesday's live, wasn't it? Right, okay.
So what was that price, Carol? Was that the last stencil?
It was the last stencil, so let me find it. So let me find the live. Now, now I won't ever forget last Wednesday. Can you remember last Wednesday, Simon?
Was it the fall apart cake?
Oh,
Carol?
it was the fall apart cake, yes. Meant to be a tear apart, but it was a fall apart. So let me find it. It was good fun though, wasn't it? And you know what? So many of you were so kind, and you were so kind about, you know, how I actually got it back together again. But it was either cancel the live or we were going to do something with it. So let me find it. So, oh, somehow I've ended up in January. So that wasn't no good, is it? So, just 1 minute. So I hope you like this anyhow. I'll finish it off afterwards when we finish. Just let a few things settle down and set. And who's going to give it a go? Did you say some of you had bought the cutters already?
I think a few people have got them in their cupboards and we're going to get them out and try them again.
Lots of you bought them when Louisa was here about 18 months ago. So that was Monday. We're up to Monday, that's fine. That was Monday. Right, oh, yeah. Friday was the rainbow cake, wasn't it? So we're just trying to find Thursday's live. That was the rainbow cake.
Yeah, Alison Hodgson's got some in a cupboard that she's going to get out again.
Yeah, you need to get them out. Absolutely. Thursday night we did a carrot cake, didn't we? So it's after that one. It's Tracy Mann. There we go. Oh, I think we're here. Oh, it's a pre-record. And that's that one. It's the flashbacks. Tear apart cake. Here it is.
Okay.
58 shares. You didn't share that one with many, did you? Right, let's just get the shares loaded up. So I've asked you to share, but I'd like another person to win. Okay, so it's really nice when somebody else wins. So let me just load up. So let me just keep loading up. Let me see the other one. So if you've won twice before, I'm going to see if I can let somebody, we'll pick again until we find somebody who's never won, actually. So, because, you know, we want everybody to win something, don't we? Right, Simon?
You have to do it, Carol. I can't touch your phone.
Oh, right. Baking for therapy. Debbie, you're going to kill me, but I know you've won twice recently. I'm going to have to do it again. Sorry. They are Sophie Fletcher. They are. That's a new one. Debbie won't mind anyhow. Debbie's won twice last month. So Sophie Fletcher, if you are watching, you've actually won the third stencil. So the third stencil I used for decorating yesterday. So you can have this grotty used one. No, you can't. There's a brand new one in a packet for you. But the third stencil is yours. So all you need to do is go to our page, sugarandcrumbs.co.uk, go to contact, pop your name and address in there and just say that I've won the third stencil. Pop your name and address in and Laura will get it in the post to you. So what I do want to say is thank you all of you for joining me today, as per usual. I'm trying to do lives every day just to keep you a little bit occupied, have a little bit of chat in the kitchen. And because of that, I'm now working nights till 10 o'clock at night because I have to go from here and do my work. But I enjoy talking to you all. I don't watch the whole lives back, but I do flip through it and have a look at the comments. So it's lovely to see all the positivity. And we have got a flashback this afternoon, haven't we, Simon?
We have, yes.
And what did we say it was?
Shortbread biscuit. Shortcake. Shortbread?
I'm not sure.
Which one is it?
Don't know.
The biscuits.
Who watches them anyhow? Go on, let me know who watches them. So that's on this afternoon at 2 o'clock. So that was way back in 2017. Then tomorrow we've got Tracy Mann in the kitchen, live from her home studio. She'll be live at 11 a.m. If you want to join her online tutorials, they're fantastic. A few of you have already joined them and they're amazing. We sell cocoa butter, and obviously you now know we've got the dusts and paints and all the other things that you need. We sell loads of paint brushes as well. And then on Thursday night, tomorrow night, I'll be back in the kitchen with John. So what I was going to say to you before is, do you want me to do, I was thinking with the 104 nozzle, which is a Wilton 104, we'll do ruffles, and I'll do it each side of the cake. So we'll go round where we're going round like a frill all the way round, and then we'll do the ones going up, if that makes any sense. Like that. You'll know what it is. Anyhow, we'll see how it goes.
It made no sense to me, Cal.
Makes no sense, and you'll be glad you won't be here. John will be dying because he'll be like, Carol, get on with it. But there you go. So thank you for joining us. What time are we done?
We're okay today.
We're ready.
Yeah.
Good.
Just a reminder to everyone to like and share.
Yes, don't forget to like and share.
To win the fishtail ice cream brushes.
Yeah, and please pop over to our YouTube channel and subscribe. It will really help. We want other people. Not everybody knows us on Facebook, and the more that you subscribe over there, there's more chance that we'll get to build our audience up over there. So please do go over there and subscribe and put your thumbs up on the video. Even if you've just watched it or other ones, go and put your thumbs up. Just put a little comment on. For the draw on the 4th of May, what I'll be actually doing is I'll be actually reading through all the comments on each of these lives from yesterday's date. So I'll be reading through all those, and then Simon and I are going to collate them all together, and we're going to do 4 prizes of £50. But you can only comment when you're subscribed. So go and do that for me. That would be great. And I'll see you tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Oh, 8:30, because we do the hand clap for the National Health Service at 8 o'clock. So it's 8:30 tomorrow. Yes? See you then. Cheerio. Okay. Come on, Simon, we've got to go and have a cup of coffee.
Bye, everyone. Bye.
Bye.